the problem set third. The question is, there are 37 terms in an AP. The sum of the three terms placed exactly at middle is 225 and the sum of the last three terms is 429. Write the AP. Here we have given an AP. The sum of the three terms which are placed exactly at middle, that is 225, and the sum of last three terms is 429. We have to write the AP, and we know that if we have to write the AP, we have to know the first term and common difference. Once we find the first term and the common difference, we can easily write the AP. So how to find the values of A and D? So here from the first information we will get a linear equation in two variables. That is the sum of the three terms placed exactly at middle. The sum of the three terms which are placed exactly at the middle of the AP. ते तीन टर्म्स जे एक्झॅक्टली आपल्याला दिलेल्या एपीच्या मध्यभागामध्ये आहेत. तीन टर्म्स मध्यभागामध्ये असणारे तीन टर्म्स त्यांची सम 225 आहे. आणि लास्ट थ्री टर्म्स आपण लास्ट थ्री टर्म्स इझिली सांगू शकतो. सिन्स देयर आर 37 टर्म्स 35, 36 and 37 are the three last terms. Sum of the three last terms, that is T35 plus T36 plus T37, that is equal to 429. We will get a linear equation in two variables from this information, and we will also get a linear equation from this information. But here we have to get the three terms. Which three terms are there in the exactly at middle? Which three terms are there in the exactly at middle of the given AP? Since we have 37 terms, we know the total number of terms in the AP, so we can easily find the three middle terms. So here first we will write the given information. Here the sum of the three middle terms, but we didn't know the middle terms. Three middle terms, which are the three middle terms? So we have to find that middle term. There are 37 terms in the AP, that is the given information. There are 37 terms in the given AP, that is given information. So here we have to get the three middle terms first. Here we have to get the three middle terms. Which three terms are the middle terms of the given AP? So we will get the single middle term. Exactly one term which is at the middle of this AP. Since we have 37 terms, we can write middle term is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. Middle term is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. We will get the middle term there. Since there are 37 terms, we cannot divide 37 by 2. And we studied in the 9th standard in the statics how to find the middle term, that is mean. If the number of terms are odd, then that is n plus 1 divided by 2. And if the middle term, the number of terms is even, then we have the average of the middle two terms. So here we have to find the middle term. How to find the middle term? That is middle term is equal to n plus 1 upon 2, that is equal to 37 plus 1 upon 2, that is equal to 38 upon 2, that is equal to 19th. 19th term is the middle term of the AP. That is single term. This is the one middle term of this given AP. Now we have to take the previous term and we have to take the next term. So we will get the three middle terms. This is the single middle term and that term is 19th term. So we have to take the term which is before this term and which is after this term. So we will easily get the three middle terms. So here we can write therefore three middle terms. therefore 3 middle terms. We get the single middle term, that is 19, and now we have to get the 3 middle terms. So 3 middle terms are 18th, 19th and 20th. 3 middle terms are 18th term, 19th term and 20th term are the 3 middle terms of the given AP. So here, now this is very important, how to get the 3 middle terms, and we have to write that part. अच्छा डायरेक्ट युनिट्सच्या टर्म्स माहिती करून असं लिहून दाखवायचं आहे एका वाक्यात. So we have to find the 3 middle terms. We get the first middle term and then previous term and next term. So we have 3 middle terms of that AP which are exactly at the middle of that AP, that is 18th, 19th and 20th term. And the sum of these 3 terms is 225 and the sum of the last 3 terms is 429. We can easily write the last 3 terms since there are 37 terms. 37, 36 and 35 are the 3 last terms of that AP. So here we write the given information, or first of all we will write all the terms. Here first we will write T18. This T18 is equal to A plus 17B. Then T19 is equal to A plus 18B. Then T20 is equal to A plus 19B. These are the 3 middle terms of the AP. Now by using given information, by using given information, that is T18 plus T19 plus T20 is equal to 225. So here you can write A plus 17D, or simply we can write the terms first and then we will put their values. It's T18 plus T19 plus T20 is equal to 225, that is given information. Here T18 is A plus 17D, T19 is A plus 18D and T20 is A plus 19D. It is equal to 225. This is A plus A plus A is 3A plus 17 plus 18 plus 19. 17 plus 18, 35. Now 35 plus 19. 35 plus 19, that is 54. 9 plus 8, 17, 17 plus 7. 24, 2 carry, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. That is 3A plus 54D is equal to 225. This is the first linear equation in 2 variables. By using the first condition, we get the first linear equation in 2 variables. Now we have to use the second condition, we have to get the second linear equation in 2 variables. So last 3 terms of the AP, last 3 terms of AP are 35th term, 36th term and 37th term. Last 3 terms of the given AP are 35th, 36th and 37th term. So here T35 is equal to, we will write A plus 34B. T36 is equal to, we will write A plus 35B. And T37 is equal to A plus 36B. These are the 3 last terms of the AP. And by using given information, what is the given information? Sum of the last 3 terms of the given AP is 429. By using given information, we write T35 plus T36 plus T37, it is equal to 429. That is the given information. T35 is A plus 34D. T36 is A plus 35D. And then T37 is A plus 36D is equal to 429. This is A plus A is 70, and 70 plus 35, that is 105. Now you can cross check. 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 4, 15, 1 carried, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10 is equal to 429. This is the second linear equation in two variables. This is the second linear equation in two variables. Now simplifying these two equations, we will easily get the values of a and t, and then we can easily write the a. So here subtracting equation 1 and 2, subtracting equation 1 and 2, subtracting equation 1 and 2, we have to take the subtraction of these two equations. We write any one equation first and then another equation. So this is 3a plus 54b is equal to 225, equation 1. Then 3a plus 105b is equal to 429, that is the second linear equation in two variables. This is minus, minus, minus 3a minus 3a gets cancelled. Now 54 we have to subtract from 105. This is 5 minus 4 is 1 and 10 minus 5 is 5. Minus 51b is equal to, since bigger number is negative, the subtraction is negative. Here also bigger number is negative, so subtraction is negative. 9 minus 5 is 4, 2 minus 2 is 0, and 4 minus 2 is 2. This is minus, minus, plus. So we have d is equal to 204 divided by 51. Here d is equal to 4. D is equal to 4. The division is 4. If we divide 204 by 51, then we get 4. 4 1 the 4, 4 5 the 20. That is 200. So we have d is equal to 4. Now we have to put this value in any one equation, and we have to get the value of a. So here we can write putting d is equal to 4. Putting d is equal to 4 in equation 1. Equation 1 is 3a plus 54b is equal to 225. This 3a as it is plus 54 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 225. This is 3a plus 4 4 the 16, 4 5 the 20 plus 121, that is equal to 225. Transfer 216 to the right side, that is 225 minus 216. 3a is equals to 9, and we have a is equals to 3. 9 divided by 3, 9 divided by 3, that is 3. So here we get the values of a and d. Here we get the values of a and d. Now we can easily write the a. First term is 3, common difference is 4, so first term is 3. Second term is 3 plus 4, 7, then 7 plus 4, 11, and so on. That is the given a. We can easily write the a. Now here, therefore, given ab is, therefore given ab is, first term is 3, common difference is 4, so 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 4, 11, and so on. This is the given a. We can write the last term also, that is 37th term, a plus 36b. Put the values in. Value of a is 3 plus 36 multiplied by 4, that is 144. 144 plus 3, that is 147 is the last term of negative. It is not necessary to write that term there, but we can calculate and we can write. Value of a is 3 plus 36 multiplied by 4. 36 multiplied by 4 is 144 plus 3, 147. So given AP is 3, 7, 11, dash dash dash, and the last term is 147. So this is all about the example number 10. Now we will simplify the next example, that is example number 11. Example number 11 from the problem set 3. The question is, if first term of an entity is A, second term is B, and last term is C, then show that the sum a plus c into the second bracket b plus c minus 2a upon 2 into bracket b minus c. We have to find the sum of the all the terms. We have to find the sum of the all the terms in that AP, and we have to show that that sum, that is SN, is into the first bracket a plus c into the second bracket b plus c minus 2a and divided by 2 into bracket b minus a. So here we will write the information which we have available here. First term, that is a, is equal to a, or you can represent it as t1 is equal to a, t2, that is second term, is equal to b, and last term, that is tn, is equal to c. That is the given information, and we have to show that, we have to do that, to prove, we have to do that SN, that is sum of the n terms, is equal to into the first bracket a plus c into the second bracket b plus c minus 2a upon 2 into bracket b minus c. That we have to do. We have to find the SN, and that SN is equal to, that sum of the n terms is equal to a plus c into the first bracket into the second bracket b plus c minus 2a upon 2 into bracket b minus a. And since here we know the first and last term, we know the first and last term, we know the both the terms, so we can easily get the sum of the n terms by using the formula, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2 into the bracket t1 plus tn. This is the nth term. So here we will find the value of n first. Since n is not included here, since n is not included here in the Sn, so here we have in the formula n by 2. So n should not be remaining here. In place of n, we have to write the value of n. So here this first term we know, last term we know, and we also know the last term. So here we use the, first we find the common difference, that is b is equal to b minus a, that is second term minus first term. We have given that nth term is c. We have given that last term of the AP is c. So here we have given that tn is equal to c. Now if we use any formula, that is first formula for finding the sum of the n terms or the second formula for finding the sum of the n terms, we have to know the value of n. So here we will write the formula for finding the general term, that is tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into t. That is the formula for finding the general term. Now we know the value of tn, that is c, is equal to, this a is as it is first term. We have to find the value of n, so n minus 1 as it is into d. Value of d is b minus a. From this information we have to find n, and then we have to put that n in the second formula. So here we will get the value of n first. It is very important task. हे अत्यंत महत्त्वाचं आहे. जोपर्यंत n ची व्हॅल्यू माहित होत नाही, कारण दोन्ही फॉर्म्युलाचा विचार केला. फर्स्ट फॉर्म्युला आहे Sn is equal to n by 2 into the bracket a plus n minus 1 into d, and second formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into the bracket t1 plus tn. दोन्ही फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये n इन्क्लूड आहे, आणि आपल्याकडे इथे जे साधे सिद्ध करायचे त्याच्यात मात्र n नाहीये. याचा अर्थ आपल्याला n ची व्हॅल्यू मिळवायची आहे, आणि ती व्हॅल्यू त्या फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये सबस्टिट्यूट करायची आहे. So for finding the value of n, we write the formula for finding the general term of the AP, that is tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we put the value of tn as c. This is a as it is, n minus 1 into value of d is b minus a. Now we have to find the value of n from this information. So we will simplify this. We will transfer this a to the right side, that is c minus a is equal to n minus 1 into b minus a. Now transfer this bracket to the left side, so we will use c minus a upon b minus a. Here b minus a is in multiplication, so it will be dependent into division, so we have n minus 1. Now for finding the value of n, we will transfer this minus 1 to the left side, so we will get c minus n. This n is equal to c minus a upon b minus a plus 1. Take the addition, that is n is equal to multiplication of denominator to the denominator, that is b minus a into 1 is b minus a, cross multiplication. C minus a plus 1 into b minus a is b minus a. So we have b plus c minus 2a, that is n is equal to b plus c minus 2a upon b minus a. Now we will put this value into the second formula and we prove that ACN is equal to into the first bracket a plus c into the second bracket b plus c minus 2a upon 2 into bracket b minus a. Second formula for finding the sum of the n terms, that is ACN is equal to n upon 2 into the bracket t1 plus tn. Now here just we find the value of n and we have to use this value of n into the second formula. You can use first formula also, but if we use the first formula then we have to make the lengthy calculations there. जर फर्स्ट फॉर्म्युला आपण यूज केला तर कॅल्क्युलेशन्समध्ये फार वेळ आपला जाणार आहे. सेकंड फॉर्म्युला आपण यूज केला, T1 आपल्याला माहिती आहे, Tn पण आपल्याला माहिती आहे, nची व्हॅल्यू आत्ताच आपण फाइंड केलेली आहे आणि ही nची व्हॅल्यू आता इथं आपल्याला यूज करायची आहे. हा अत्यंत महत्त्वाचा भाग आहे. SN इज इक्वल टू हा जो अपोजिट भाग आहे त्याच्यामध्ये कुठेही n शिल्लक नाही आहे. It means that we have to find the value of n in the form of a, b and c, and we find that value. How we find that value? We know the nth term, that is c, so we use the formula for finding the general term of the AP. We put the values there and we find the value of n, that is n is equal to b plus c minus 2a upon b minus a. And now we have to put this value into the second formula for finding the sum of the n terms. So here we will write SN is equal to the value of n. The value of n is b plus c minus 2a, b plus c minus 2a upon b minus a. That is the value of n. That is the value of n divided by 2, that is the value of n divided by 2, that is n by 2 into the bracket, since T1 is a plus Tn is c. And now we have to simplify this. Here we have 1, 2 and 3 terms below 1 upon 1. So how we have to simplify this? That is very important. SN is equal to the part in the numerator we have to put as it is, that is b plus c minus 2a upon b minus a. Now in place of division, here in place of division we have to write multiplication, and then we have to write the multiplicative inverse of this number denominator. We have to write the multiplicative inverse of this 2. Multiplicative inverse of 2 is 1 upon 2. So here we write 1 upon 2. This numerator as it is, in place of division we write multiplication and we write the multiplicative inverse of denominator, and this is as it is into the bracket a plus c. Now this is in the denominator. In the denominator we have b minus a into 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is 2 and 2 multiplied by b minus a, that is into the denominator. What is remaining there into the denominator? 2 into bracket b minus a. This is 2 multiplied by b minus a, that is 2 into bracket b minus a. Now we have to take the multiplication of numerator. This is b plus c minus 2a multiplied by a plus c. So according to our proof we will write a plus c, that bracket first, that is a plus c as it is, into the second bracket b plus c minus 2a, b plus c minus 2a divided by 2 into bracket b minus a. This is what we have to prove, and we prove that the sum of the n terms of the given AP, we prove that the sum of the n terms of the given AP is into the first bracket a plus c into the second bracket b plus c minus 2a upon 2 into bracket b minus a. So this is all about the example number 11, and it is very important example, and in this example it is very important to find the value of n. That is very important task. हे अत्यंत महत्त्वाचं आहे, कारण आपल्याला जो भाग इथं प्रूव्ह करायला सांगितलेला आहे, सिद्ध करायला सांगितलेला आहे, दॅट इज सम ऑफ दी एन टर्म्स इज इक्वल टू दिस मच. पण याच्यामध्ये कुठेही एन नाही आहे. एन अपॉन 2 आपल्या फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये असतो, इथं 2 आहेत पण एन नाही आहे. याचा अर्थ असा होतो की सगळ्यात पहिले आपल्याला एनची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड करावी लागते, आणि मग ती व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला फर्स्ट फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये यूज करा किंवा सेकंड फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये यूज करा. सोपं आहे सेकंड फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये यूज करणं, कारण T1 आणि Tn दोघंही आपल्याला माहिती आहे. Tn आपण फाइंड केला आहे बाय यूजिंग दी फॉर्म्युला फॉर फाइंडिंग दी जनरल टर्म ऑफ दी AP. या फॉर्म्युल्याचा उपयोग करून यामध्ये व्हॅल्यू सबस्टिट्यूट करून आपण एनची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड केली. एन इज इक्वल टू बी प्लस सी मायनस 2a अपॉन b minus a, and we put this value into the formula for finding the sum of the n terms. So this is all about the example number 11. Now we will simplify the next question, that is question number 12. Example number 14 from the problem set 3rd. The question is, actually it is an activity. The question is rupees 1000 invested at 10% simple interest. Check at the end of every year if the total interest amount is in AP. Then find the interest amount after 20 years. For this complete the following activity. For finding the amount of interest after 20 years. For finding the amount of interest after 20 years, we have to complete this activity. Since these amounts are in AP, we have to find the 20th term of that AP. That is very easy. If this activity is asked as an example into the exam, activity म्हणून न विचारता सपोज हे एक एक्झाम्पल म्हणून परीक्षेमध्ये विचारलं गेलं, तरीही आपल्याला ते इझिली सिम्प्लिफाय करता आलं पाहिजे. फर्स्ट इयरचं कंपाऊंड सिम्पल इंटरेस्ट फाइंड करा, सेकंड इयरचं, थर्ड इयरचं. त्यावरून असं लक्षात येईल की ह्या ज्या अमाऊंट्स आहेत सिम्पल इंटरेस्टच्या त्या AP आहेत, आणि त्या AP आहेत. एकदा हे कन्फर्म झालं की मग आपल्याला फक्त काय करायचं आहे, 20th टर्म वी हॅव टू फाइंड दी अमाऊंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आफ्टर 20 इयर्स. 20व्या वर्षानंतरचं व्याज किती असेल. So we have to find the 20th term of that AP. So we will simplify it is an activity. So here we have given the formula for finding the simple interest, that is P into R into N divided by 100. P is principal, R is rate of interest, and N is the number of years divided by 100. That is the formula for finding the simple interest. So here we have to find the simple interest after 1 year. So in this formula we put the values. Principal is given 1000, rate of interest is given 10, and we have to find the simple interest for 1 year. So we have 1 only here. Now after simplifying this is 1 0 1 0 cancel, this 1 0 1 0 cancel, and only 100 is remaining there. Simple interest for the first year is 100. Now we have to find the simple interest after 2 years. So P principal, that is 1000, rate of interest 10, number of years 2 divided by 100. So here again 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 cancel, 100 multiplied by 2, that is 200. Simple interest after 2 years. And now simple interest after 3 years, that is principal. Here we have to write into the first box 1000 multiplied by rate of interest 10 multiplied by number of years 3. Now 1 0, this 1 0 cancel, this 1 0 1 0 cancel, 100 multiplied by 3 is 300. Now according to this, the simple interest for this is first year, after first year 100, after second year 200, after third year 300. According to this, the simple interest for 4, 5 and 6 years, for after 4 years it is 400, after 5 years it is 500, and after 6 years it is 600 respectively. And all these numbers are in AP: 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. It is an AP. Now for this AP, common difference is, that is nothing but the difference between any two consecutive terms. 200 minus 100, that is 100, that is the common difference. First term, that is A, is simple interest after 1 year, that is the first term, and it is 100. Second term is 200. Difference between them is common difference, that is 200 minus 100, common difference is 100. First term is 100. Now we have to put these values in the formula for finding the general term of an AP. We have to find the amount of simple interest after 20 years, and that is T20. So we write the formula for finding the nth term of an AP, and we have to put the values there. Tn in place of n20, in place of A we have to write 100. This is 20 minus 1. In place of D we have to write 100. Now simplify this, and final calculation you have to write here. Since it is an activity, we have to directly write the amount, making calculations on the rough page. This is 20 minus 1 is 19. 19 multiplied by 100 is 1900, plus 100, that is 2000. So T20 is equal to 2000. Amount of the simple interest after 20 years is rupees 2000. So this is all about the activity. Now remaining examples, that is example number 11 and example number 12 and example number 13 into the next video lecture. Thank you.